How's it going, guys? Welcome back to One Shot, something that I definitely thought we were done with, but apparently sometime back, it was 4 months after the game was released, but something like a year and a half ago altogether, March 2017, they released a pretty substantial update to this game that adds a bunch of alternate content. And so right now, seemingly, you can't really do anything. We have to go back to our trusty little clover thing here, and we bust this open. We get a set of instructions here. So it looks like you completed your mission in the world, and I understand you wish to return, but the entity called itself OneShot for a reason. That restriction was implemented a long time ago. Removing it is impossible now, at least for me. I do not know the full extent of your powers, so pardon me if this sounds foolish, but if you would be so kind to test something out for me. A log of your saved progress may exist somewhere on your machine, maybe even in the same location as this journal you're reading now, which, yes, there is save progress right there. And for anyone who's curious, there might be more than one place to find this, because I swear that the last time I opened up the clover, it was in a different location, but I think that this was created possibly when I finished playing the game. This is like an alternate additional one that didn't exist before. Because right now I'm just in PC Documents, My Games, OneShot, and before I went through the whole Steam hierarchy to find the clover thing. So I feel like this is different. Try removing it from its current location. A simple delete will do. Again, I apologize for not knowing the extent of your powers. If what I described confuses you, I am sorry. No, it's pretty straightforward. I feel like, hey, go to the saved folder you already have open and just delete a thing. It's about as simple as it could get. So we're gonna test it out and see how to maybe find this additional content, which everyone calls OneShot Solstice. I don't know if the game ever calls it that anywhere formally, or if they called it the Solstice update, or what that's all about. But we're gonna see what it's all about. So delete. We don't want you anymore. I don't know if you have to do that with the game closed or not. It's just that it does this, and it's really annoying, so you have to force close it. So now that we have that all closed, we can try and open up the game again. Oh, it force closed itself. Ah, haha, there we go. I don't know why it had one glitchy, malfunctioning attempt there, but now we should be able to start playing the game again. I think there's a particular part of the game that we're trying to play towards, and then that's where we open up the alternate content. But it really does state that you have to have beaten the game once before. So even though I deleted that save file, something somewhere must have logged. Oh, wait. So you're already aware of me. I was just skipping through it because I thought the game started over. Graeme? Wait. Why did I say that word? Graeme. Why does that sound so familiar? Oh, weird. Okay, I thought I was going to have to play through the game, and I was going to edit around it, but all of a sudden now I'm just back. I thought I was going to have to play through the game quite normally, and I was going to edit around that, but now all of a sudden it is just diving right back into new content, so that's super cool. Set to go to Documents. There's nothing in this README. Oh, straight up just document.oneshot. Message to you, I'm afraid I must make it brief. I've left you a journal, part of which is written in language that is not going to do us any good, apparently. Read it, and you will know what to do. I have also looked for metal safe in the quarry to the east, somewhere between the ocean and the lookout. The code is 489888888. I feel like we had done that before. So is there another journal that's going to tell us... Oh, this is still the one left over from forever ago. Why did these all of a sudden all just get created? They were, it was once I hit OK on that screen or something, it was created? Strange. It looks like you were able to remove the restriction. In that case, you were ready to continue. The necessary preparations are already in place. This session might run a very different course depending on your actions. If you can recognize my symbol, you will know what you should do. I confess. So far. I confess it'll be risky. The probability that the entity's condition will worsen is quite high. And if that happens, then... Look at me, asking for favors only to become so apprehensive once you agreed. I understand if you wish to leave some questions unanswered. I understand if you do not believe in a happy resolution. I understand if you are simply afraid of what might happen, because I am afraid too. If you enjoy the world as is, if you are satisfied with the story as is, if you really do not want to see anything changed for better or for worse, then pretend you never saw this. Carry the session as you normally would. Do not use my journal for anything other than what you were already familiar with. This option will always remain for you, though. That's why I implore you to consider the Messiah, the world, my children. They all deserve their good ending. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. Oh, I'm an idiot. I saw the S-O and I didn't immediately realize S-O-L-S-T-I-C-E. Solstice. As soon as the S-O was available, that should have been so obvious. Were they all uppercase? Access granted. Okay, good. This is what I needed. Okay, you found me. Why? You're already too late. Not much of the world remains. This will be apparent once you go outside. This place was never worth saving. Do you still want to try? Then remember this. Your actions here will affect Nico. Your mission is to help Nico leave, and most importantly, no, this does not feel right at all. Have we already been through this, Graeme? But that should be impossible. You only had one shot. I wasn't supposed to exist after that. Graeme? That sounds so familiar. I'm so curious. I'm gonna have to read through everything, all the new dialogue and everything, and then edit out parts that are just like repetitive and that nothing has changed, but maybe everything's changed. Hello? Anyone? It's been a while now. I gotta remember how to handle these puzzles and everything. Was the fire on the stick always blue? Just in general, was this always blue? It appears to be a small metallic object wedged in the crack of the floor. Right, we definitely had that before. But I'm weirdly wigged out by like trying to look for things that have changed from this playthrough, right? Like maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it was always a blue flame. Coming back to this really makes you wonder why this like all-powerful light bulb, the sun, like the thing that is most important to this world, is just stashed in this one house's basement. Doesn't make a ton of sense. So I suppose I need to keep an eye on the journal and see how that changes, maybe show it to a lot of different characters and see how that plays out. When I talk to the guy here whose purpose is to... He's like the prophet or whatever, and his purpose is to talk to the Messiah. I was kind of rapid clicking through the different things because he says, what do you want to know about the world? The light bulb, about Graeme. Nothing had changed, and then I was rapid clicking too much. And then when he asked about what about Graeme, then Nico made a little bit of a comment about like, oh yeah, it's weird. I think I kind of already know what you're talking about. And the prophet was all, that's strange. That shouldn't happen. But hey, Graeme, God, this is going to sound weird, but have we met before? Yes. But I don't know who you are, though. It's just a weird feeling that I have. Oh, I bet I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry, but it's nice to meet you, Graeme. My name is Nico. I just contacted Graeme, yeah. Do not be afraid to ask Graeme for assistance. You are the Messiah, after all. I think that's all I have to ask for now. Excellent, I wish you luck. I wonder if Silver will remember us at all. Kind of have the advantage of already knowing this code. Makes things a little bit easy. That wasn't it. Oh, crap. Maybe it's randomly generated. Maybe that document that gives me the code will have to be, like, reproduced at some point during the playthrough, and I'll have a new code to go with. Hey, do you remember me at all? The light bulb? So you're the Messiah? That's what I've been told. I expected someone taller. Doesn't appear to be any new dialogue here. Silver and I are dipping down into the mines here. Do be careful in here. Okay, that guy looked like a knight or something. Here's where things diverge. I did see something telling me to be mindful of the mines. Mind the mines, they said when doing the Solstice run, and I honestly couldn't remember where the mines came up. I forgot that it's kind of a weird offshoot that doesn't really appear to contribute to the normal story. Are you okay? I mean, you find the camera that has the lens down here, but I don't think you actually venture down here normally. So I was like, mines? I honestly don't remember there being mines. Are you okay? You were starting to black out. I saw something. It was like a really short dream just now. Oh, I saw something like a robot with a yellow eye? That's strange. Are you sure you're okay? Yeah. You know, now that you mention it, there is a robot who always insisted on going back to the abandoned mines, despite how long the mines have been in disrepair. I hope he's okay. He doesn't look broken or anything, but I didn't really see him, you know? Like I said, it was kind of like a dream, and he was up close. Sounds like some kind of visual glitch. I think only robots get those, Silver. Or hallucination. That's more what humans would call them. Whatever it is that living beings have. Does that robot you know have a yellow eye? I don't think I've seen any other robots like that. It's funny, because in this playthrough you've literally seen like 2 robots, but maybe you're vaguely familiar about your encounters with robots? I would not know. I never met him myself, only heard of him from a friend of mine. Your friend, huh? Hold on. Something in my pocket is... Ooh, the journal. Ooh, it's glowing pretty intensely too. Can we just stick that at the top of the tower? Will that work and we can just keep the light bulb for ourselves? That wasn't glowing before. What is this? That was going to be my question. Where did you get that book? Oh, it was with me when I woke up back at the house. I didn't really question it at the time. I flipped through a couple pages, but I don't understand a word. Is that just something messiahs are supposed to wake up with? No, I have never heard of anything like that. But I know who wrote the book. Oh? However, I've only seen his books with a black clover on the cover. If you went through the trouble of putting yellow phosphor in it, and the fact that you woke up with it in the first place, really has me intrigued. Yellow phosphor? Oh yeah, that's the rare phosphor that people think the sun is made of, right? Wait a minute, how do I know this? I don't think anyone told me about it. I can show you if you'd like. Ooh, my friend gave me this a long time ago. Look at all of our glowing stuff all over the place. No wonder people are so stoked on Nico's eyes here. We got the journal, the light bulb, the little necklace, eyeballs. My friend gave me this a long time ago. Pretty. Oh, looks like there's a clover in the necklace too. Like the book. Well, it is the same person. Oh, you're friends with the author? Oh. That's why I think this journal would be important. You said it just started glowing? Yeah. That was right after your vision then. This has to mean something. Maybe you should at least try to read it again. You're just gonna peace out? You're not like curious enough to like stick around and see what's going on with this? Okay, well this looks more or less like the mine that I'm in. Oh, I found this page. Looks like a drawing of this room. Maybe it's telling us we should come here? Which we did already. So, it looks like we're on the right track. On the right track. Cart tracks. Okay, but like, so there should be a cart just like right here or whatever then, right? Like based on how it was drawn, the cart should be like right here, right in the spot that you can't actually cross. Maybe you should inspect the journal a bit closer. I did that. I looked at it real close. There's that little lantern up in the corner. Yeah, it's another one of these shrimp jars, exactly. Oh, but there is a clover on the ground. It's a clover. I don't think you can normally interact with those. How do I just... Oh, okay, I was gonna say, how do I put it in my inventory? Because that was an option before, and now it's not. Apparently interacting with it on the clover was what I needed. What just happened? I'm not sure, I wasn't looking. You should pay better attention. To be honest, neither was I. I was just taking a closer look at the journal, and then I found this page that looks like a drawing of this room. When I looked back up, this minecart just showed up out of thin air. Should I be worried? This looks like a standard issue minecart, though, which means it likely detected the motion in this room and sent itself over. Oh, that does make sense. I'm just surprised it still works. Guess that means we'll have a working vehicle now. Not sure why you would want to visit the deeper mines, but if you wanted to, we now have that option. You're gonna come along, Silver? That'll be nice. We didn't get to chat much in the first time through. Is the minecart even gonna fit both of us? No. But I wanted you to come with us. I know I've got Graeme, but honestly, I thought he was gonna say something like, honestly, Graeme's a real chump. He's hardly helpful, not a very talkative dude. I'm very talkative. I'm the one saying all of this stuff right now, and all of your dialogue. You realistically never say anything, so take back that insult that you never made. This place gives me the creeps. Oh, I can still come with. I would just have to follow along on the rails, turn yourself into like minecart mode and just wheel yourself along. But doesn't it look a little precarious? The magnetic rails can hold me in place. It's only ever dangerous to walk on if you're an organic being, which you are. Gotcha. Well, off in the cart I go. You're just gonna walk along? Are you gonna like jog? Or are you gonna like grab? Oh, I get to control this. I wasn't expecting that. Hello. Do you need anything? Nah. Okay. You don't want to grab onto the back and get pulled along like a skateboard behind a car or whatever in a cool 90s movie? Seems like it would be a lot easier for you than just trying to keep up with this minecart going at like top speeds here. I do not recognize this place in the protocol. This isn't what I'm supposed to be showing you at all. How did you get here? I can only think of one person. He contacted you? How long has he been doing this? Doesn't matter at this point. You're going out of bounds. You should turn back. Please turn back. Bad things are going to happen. Very bad things. At this rate, Nico will be in danger. Please turn back. Nope. Full force. Feel like it wouldn't be a very interesting story to just go back and play things out as they always were. Instead, you just want to charge on ahead blindly and disregard the weird, bodiless voice in your head. You should probably listen to yourself over the weird voice in your head majority of the time. Oh, the cart stopped. Looks like this is as far as the tracks go. Very strange linear track. No branches or deviations whatsoever, it would seem. So, also, Silver's a hell of a runner. So, where are we? One of the old observation rooms. Looks like it's still mostly intact. I don't think mostly is the right word. Everything looks pretty smashed up. What? Huh? Ooh, she's all antsy about that. The terminal just reactivated. The power was cut off so long ago. Weird. Maybe it runs on battery? No, that's not it. Whatever it is, I need to investigate. Okay. Will you be okay by yourself for a bit? Don't worry, Graeme's with me. Alright, stay safe. Did you learn anything yet? How's it going? Not ideal. Looks like these terminals are running on a completely separate power source. I can't really recognize any of the data formats on this terminal either. This is all new. Or at least encrypted. I will need to analyze it through my own system. Might take some time, so you don't need to stay. Well, okay then, if you just want some personal space, all you have to do is ask. You don't have to make up a whole story about it. It's a power cell, I think. Oh, the word profit bot is written on the side. Didn't notice that earlier. Oh, weird. This is like the exact same one we had found before then. I wouldn't imagine a ridiculous amount of them have profit bot written on the side, so it's either the same one, he has more than I would anticipate, or like, I don't know, it just seems kind of strange. Hey, buddy, you're not the guy I saw in my quick flash, is it? Maybe, you kind of have a yellow eye. recognize the light in your eyes. Maybe this is the guy I saw. You are the person I am destined to meet. What is your name? I'm Nico. Do you know who sent you? Oh, no? Wait. Do you mean who sent me to this world? There was a robot a while back who told me about how I'm the Messiah and stuff. It's kind of interesting. The divergent point of the game makes sure that you still have that run-in first. So you can kind of get a little bit of information and background, and then, like, not every single little tidbit of information that Nico seems to recall comes about from, like, oh, it's weird, I don't know why I remember that. That stuff you actually did have re-explained to you. I think the way this is all set up, too, that, like, just like the document was saying, that you don't have to play through any of this. You can just play through the normal game again. And I wonder what changes throughout the normal game. Or if, like, at this branching point very early on in the game, if that's the extent of where dialogue has changed. Very curious. So, I'm guessing Graeme sent me. With them being God and all. The robot looks a little bit like you, even. Maybe you know each other? I cannot say. Oh. A lot of my memories have been removed for safety reasons. Your memories were removed? That's terrible. Wait, I'm guessing that's less of a big deal for a robot. No need to shame the robot and his weird, malleable mind. I'm going to assume you do not know who sent you. How did you get here, then? How did you reach this room? Oh, we got here in a minecart. But the minecart wasn't there when you entered the mines, was it? Oh, yeah. So, how did you find it? This guy's just going to keep digging, Nico. You might as well tell all. I didn't really find it. The robot lady thinks it was just the minecart coming to us, but I remember looking at the journal when it happened. And when I looked up again, the cart was just there? Poof. Just like that. Interesting. Please show me this journal. Okay. Then it has already begun. Did he just put on a hat, or is he opening up his head? What is going on? Yeah, he just opened up his head for a second. Here. Did you just give me your brain? What is that? I am entrusting you with my main memory disk. Yeah, he essentially just gave us his brain. You have passed the first test by showing me the book. Now you will need to find a way to install the backup. But now I know that there's tests. You could have not told me that that was a test, and I wouldn't be aware. Now I'm going to be thinking that everything is a test, and I'm going to be all scrambled up in my brain trying to keep track of everything. You really messed me up here, dude. Now you will need to find a way to install the backup. Before you do that, though, someone else is with you, right? Someone aside from Graeme? A resident of this world? Yeah, the robot lady with the red hair. Weird that she has hair. She's in the computer room right now. Then please, do not tell her you found me. At least, not yet. Ooh, so this probably is the guy that she's been talking with. He's being all bashful. Shy little robot. I can't be seen like this. Okay. So is he like... Normally this robot character would have like a full proper body similar to how Silver has, and he's just kind of in like a little backup droid right now. Please help me restore my memory. Bring the disc back once you have the backup. I don't know where to go from here, so I'm just going to rummage around your room a little bit, okay? The residential tracking machine. For reference, an explanation of the symbols. Across, medical units are assigned to this building. Robot. A robot is assigned to this building. Electricity. A power cell is assigned. So none of that is present on here. Oh, whoops. Okay. Maybe this will give me more to go off of. ProfitBot 0 Backup System 1.0. Please insert disk. Yep, that's a computer. Well, this seems like it'll be damn easy then. Don't know why you didn't just do this yourself, you lazy bones. Just standing over there doing nothing. Alright. Backup request denied. What? Dormitory assignments are not up to date. Please configure the residential tracking machine to continue. Oh, how am I supposed to... Like, do I just have to guess entirely? Help me out here, dude. Help me restore my memory, bring back when it's installed. Can I consult the journal? This guy's got nothing to say about it. How's it going? This observation room isn't for the minds. I've actually never been into this particular one. Really? You recognized it at first, though. They all look the same. Well, fair enough. I did find something interesting, though. All the databases seem to encode video feeds. Right now, I can see various places in the Barrens. The outpost, the residential areas, even my own house. So you're gonna have the assignments for me. They're all shot from a top-down perspective, too, which means the cameras would have to be in the air? But I've never seen any cameras around. That's kinda spooky. I might go investigate later, yeah. Did you find anything interesting in the back room? You were in there for a while. Yeah, we found... you already used we, you fool. A dead end? Oh, we, me, you and Graeme. Okay, you're allowed to use we. I thought you just revealed that that guy was back there. I see. Are you gonna tell me anything about, like, the residential areas? Oh, found another video feed. I should definitely go look for the cameras later. This is really bothering me. Memory disk? Oh, found another I thought for sure you'd like have something to say about that. Oh damn, you can actually get back into the cart. Well, I don't really want to bail entirely, but maybe I'm supposed to? Okay, I guess I'm gonna write down on a piece of paper the different buildings. And then I probably have to go back out to the Barrens and sort this. I didn't think I was gonna backtrack at all. I thought I would just keep plowing forward with some, like, completely new branch of everything. Oh man, I hope I don't have to go back and go find the gas mask and all that. I kind of have a hope that the branch of everything is, like, the story's branched off enough that I don't have to redo too much content. All the stuff with the gas is like the industrial area anyways, so I'm not really sure if I would need to return to that. Hey, there's another cart here. Can I get into this just for fun? No, I can't. Oh, right. Right. I can just fast travel around to things. Okay, that's good to keep in mind, because I totally forgot about it in my last playthrough. Just slipped my mind completely. God, how much time did I waste running around? Oh, son of a bitch, where do I need to go? Oh, interesting. The code did actually change on a follow-up playthrough. And all the cryptic stuff that it was, like, talking about. All the weird, scrambled up message and things with dialogue you could hardly read. All that's gone, too. And now we've got it. Okay, perfect. This is where I was trying to get to. So we have 119 that looks like it just has power cells in it. Like, do I need to look at all of the big things there, or is this all I need to go off of? There's writing on it too, guardian of residential area. So I'm gonna go that 119 is power. 113. It's hard to read. You kind of gotta go off to the side here. Is there nothing assigned to this one? 118. A picture of a robot. If there's a picture of a robot, then there's a chance. So I'm going to write down robot with a question mark. Oh. Well, this one's just straight up labeled very, very directly. So 112 is easy. It's a book of medical tools. Most of them are broken or rusted beyond use, but this plastic syringe seems okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a new thing. I've definitely received that last time. 117. Again, I only have notes to go off of. People had to evacuate this one. So maybe it was robots, but maybe it's nothing. So I'm just missing one last one then. And then I can do a little bit of trial and error. This should be 110. There's a broken robot, but that doesn't necessarily mean robots were assigned here. More evacuation stuff. A mechanical drawing. That doesn't mean much. Alright, this is, so there's a few that I know for sure. So we have a for sure medical one, and this guy was like for sure a power one. 17 and 18 were maybe robots? Is this correct? Oh, I gotta insert this here. Please? Ah, shit. Alright, still not quite there. Okay, I gotta play around with a few that... Like 110, 117, and 118 were all uncertain. So I gotta try every probable combination of there being robots or no robots in any of those. Oh, it even flashed. I didn't even have to go back to the computer. Map reconfiguration successful. At least it made the trial and error a lot easier than having to go insert the disc every single time to try and figure all that out. So now we're all good. Interesting that it took for this update, something that wasn't originally in the game, to make those dormitory assignments more meaningful. Because before, it was like you found the syringe there, and I don't think anything else really happened up there. Alright. Preparing backup, writing to disk, 26% complete. Oh my goodness, so I'm not going to read out all of the updates. There we go, it jumped from 40 to 100 very suddenly. Ejecting disk. Are you happy now? Backed up your memory. Ooh, it's glowing as well. Does this work? Let's see. Inserting disk, rebooting. Ooh, quick little 360 just for shits and gigs. Ah, are you okay? Sure. So I guess it worked. Yes. I believe a proper introduction is in order. I am the prototype, originally named ProfitBot. Oh. I was built to greet the savior of the old world. Wait, the Prophet robot? Like the one I met? Oh, so that's why there was a ProfitBot power cell in the other room there. Kind of hard to say. ProfitBot power cell. Hey, I was right about you guys looking alike. Well, the ProfitBot out there now is a gross simplification of my design. That is to say, he is much more primitive by comparison. Embarrassingly so. Yeah, his like logic loops were kind of frustrating. He like only had his one task and he couldn't really deviate from that like at all. Hey, he seemed alright to me. You don't understand. Not only is he not tamed, he was tailor-made for this much smaller, simpler world to begin with. I was not. I was built before the real world ended. The real world? Ooh, the music cut out. So like it actually has already ended? We missed it? It's too late to save? Oh, right. You don't know. Nico, do you remember the ending? I chose to stay behind and save the world. Excuse me? The fact that you found me at all means this is not your first time in this world. You have already been summoned to this world once before. In fact, you've already traversed the entire world and went through the tower already. And in the ending, you either put in the sun or didn't. What matters is that you are here now. Graeme has successfully bypassed the one-shot restriction and brought you back again. Oh. I shouldn't have read that so like should have just been like but whatever. I thought something was weird. When I woke up the house, I called out a name. It turned out to be Graeme's name. And then I back at the other robot. I even asked Graeme if we met before. Felt like such a dumb question at the time. It looks like you are at least aware of it, to some extent. It's just this weird feeling, okay? I don't actually remember going through the world. I just remember Graeme. It's really starting to freak me out. Calm down. Look, just like how my memories were locked away, yours are too. But you're a living being, and you don't even need extra hardware to remember. Just close your eyes and focus. Man, look how close we are talking. My hat is like bashing into this dude's face. Focus on what? Try to picture a big room made entirely of glass. No matter what you saw in the tower, the top room never changes. Alright. Do I remember? Oh, okay, yes. Yes, the big room made of glass. Ooh, cool. We're kind of like rapid flipping backwards through things. No way. I was there. wasn't I? At the tower. I've been through the tower. There we go. I can't remember all that much, but the room with the sun, it feels like such a long time ago. It doesn't make sense. If I already finished the mission, why didn't anything change? And why doesn't anyone know me? The other prophet bot, the robot lady, none of them remember who I am. Of course not. The residents do not have that capacity. NPC memories do not last beyond the scope of a session. Oh, are we getting meta here? NPC memories? Unless it's going to be like something computer or like anything other than non-playable character. But like, that'd be interesting if this guy is aware of the game and kind of cracking it open a little bit. NPC? You know, the characters, the world's residents. All their past memories are built into their code, but the characters themselves don't really exist until Graeme wills it. Same story for the world itself. Oh, this is really opening up in weird ways, isn't it? Good thing I came back to this. It doesn't really exist unless Graeme initiates the program. The program? The world machine. A universe simulator that runs on Graeme's computer. We are all in it right now. So we're not real? Oh, you are. Which is why you're so important. The biggest flaw in the program is that it cannot be run independently. It requires the mental processing abilities of a real person from another universe. Think of it like one of your dreams. When you wake up, it's gone. But unlike a dream, this world has a physical location inside a computer which Graeme operates. For this world to continue existing around you, Graeme has to be in constant contact with you. If Graeme ends the program, the world will go into a stasis. Does Graeme know this? Of course. From Graeme's perspective, the world machine isn't all that special. It's no different from other recreational game-type software they may have installed on their computer. They can also regenerate the world as many times as they'd like, now that the restriction is nullified. All of that is consistent with their concept of what a computer game looks like. So why am I even here? What am I supposed to save if everything is just fake? Fake is a harsh word, but... And why did Graeme never tell me anything about any of this? I cannot speak for Graeme. I didn't know, man. I knew you were a game, but I didn't know that you knew you were a game. Or else I would have helped out. I would have been honest. I would have shared some details. I just want to go home. But every time Graeme runs the program, I come back? Correct. Is this why I feel like I haven't been home for so long? Maybe. Once you've established a mental link with this world, you cannot break it unless the world is saved. But at this point, the world can never be truly saved. That's... Man. This is like that episode of Black Mirror where people's mental... Like, their brain is recovered and transferred in those little helper pods. They basically become human versions of Siri. And it's this weird existential thing where it's like you think you exist, but you can never, like, see beyond the constraints of this program that you've been made a part of or whatever. Like, this, like, servitude. This is really kind of dark, kind of messed up. For a thing called Solstice, which I think of as being, like, the sun, bright, happy. It's, like, kind of messed up. Why would you create a world like this? Wait, what? Why would you make a world that's doomed from the beginning? Why do you keep bringing me back to it? Graeme, aren't you supposed to be a kind god? Oh, it appears that we have some confusion here. Graeme did not build the world, Nico. Oh. Graeme only owns a machine that is able to generate the world from pre-existing code. They actually have fairly limited control of the events. The world was built by someone else altogether. Someone you cannot begin to fathom. Thinking pretty highly of yourself there, devs. It was also not designed to be the futile quest that it is now, but too many things went wrong. There's a type of signal disruption that he never expected. It's eating away at the world, slowly rendering it into an unrecognizable mess. Even if you bring back the sun, it will not go away. The square stuff, isn't it? I remember those from before. Then you know what to watch out for. The creator knows what might be causing it, but there's nothing he could do. They're just like bugs in the system. Also, Silver is eventually going to finish up what she's doing in that other room then and probably come looking for us, right? Because it's really weird that we're just spending all this time in like a little closet. You know, maybe it's a little more than a closet, but it kind of feels that way right now. Until now. You managed to find me after all. You being here was due to his help. This is weird. So if this is the prototype, this is like the concept art or whatever, or like the first iteration or whatever that the developer of the game had made and then decided to go with a different version. I wonder if this is literally the first version of that character, like way back when, and then they decided to like tie in this whole other narrative. It opens up a lot of crazy questions. Oh, I guess it has something to do with the journal? Correct. Looks like he wants to have one final attempt at fixing it, and he might need to do it through you. Nico, do you remember how to get to the Glen? Whatever you did in your last session, you should stick with it for now. I remember a boat, more specifically fixing a robot that drives the boat? All right, then go do that. You seem enthusiastic. That was sarcasm. Knowing everything isn't real really does make it feel pointless. But you do want to go home, right? Yeah, but how will I know that this isn't just another... Because this session might be the last one. The creator is mobilizing things, throwing everything into this one last shot. Just insert a little last between that one end shot there. There might be enough internal resources left for Graeme to be able to generate another session after this. Just go fix the robot for now. Did it say might not be enough? Anyways, we're continuing on, but please be careful. What about you? I will meet you at the docks later. Need to take care of something first. Fair enough. Shh, trying to establish a connection here. Sorry. Oh, shit, yep, knew that was coming eventually. Hey, you okay in there? I did what I could with the terminals for now, and... It's... you. You're the robot that insisted on living in the mines, are you not? My friend told me to keep an eye out for you, should we ever cross paths. Likewise. Your friend gave you something the last time you saw each other. Can you show me what it is? Wait, you know about the amber? I just asked to see it, didn't I? Alright, here it is. Thought so. He seemed to trust you, so I will trust you as an ally as well. Okay? Please, listen carefully. You need to escort the Messiah for the remainder of the Barrens. I predict a high concentration of square particle disruptions in the near future. No way. Yes, way. It's likely that structures in the vicinity of the Messiah will be affected, making it a far more treacherous pilgrimage than the previous expectations. Graeme and the Messiah need all the extra help they can get right now. I guess this guy trusts that Nico can handle the realization that it's all fake and a simulation and just keeps playing out over and over again, but telling that to another robot will kind of make them shut down a little bit. Understood. Okay. Guess we should head back soon. Even without the squares, the mines are not a safe place to be. Come on, I'll wait for you outside. Wait, I want to ask you. Well, she just pieced out hard, very rude. She left. If you are going to ask her about being not real, save your breath. None of the people here know their predicament. In fact, I don't think they can even comprehend it. That's kind of what I was wondering. It would be in your best interest to just pretend like we never had this conversation. Causing mass confusion in the world's residents would likely result in unfavorable conditions for you. Alright. Wait, then what about you? How do you know? We never had this conversation, remember? Gonna be like that, huh? Not great for establishing trust. Alright, I guess we'll go check up on Silver, see what she's up to. Overall, I'm pretty damn curious, because this is clearly playing out incredibly differently. It's not just a matter of like the same game with a third ending, it's obviously very different. So we'll have to see how it all shakes down. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.